Jingle bell rock, jingle bells swing, and jingle bells snowing and blowing up bushes of fun. Now the jingle has begun. Bingle bells, jingle.
Hello and welcome back to Dialogue Tree, episode 8, the Christmas special, I guess. I'm, as always, Matthew Peterson, joined, as always, by Daniel Padilla.
What the fuck is going on, you bastards?
And I hope everyone's having a Merry Christmas, and for everyone else, an excellent non-denominational December 25th.
Yeah, I hope everyone is having a good time with your families. Sorry about my abrupt opening. That kind of came out of nowhere. Without realizing this is a Christmas special, it's probably not the most appropriate time to open like that. But we'll just roll with it. We'll just roll with it.
Yeah, we'll have to go with it.
What's going on, Matty P? What's going on?
I do have a confession to make before we get rolling here. I was actually mistaken. I was listening to Demon Days by Gorilla instead of the new Huey Lewis and the News album.
Ah, damn, dude.
I was confused with my Spotify. So I have to admit, I have not actually listened to the new Huey Lewis and the News album.
Okay, what are we going to do to fix that?
Well, I'm not sure we really have to. It just seems to be average at best is the consensus for it.
That's what I've been fucking telling you, but you never believe me, dog.
Well, it sounded really good when I was listening to Demon Days.
Demon Days, by the way, I was going to say that Demon Days by Gorillaz is actually a hot album.
Yeah, I was listening to it the other day. That's why I thought of it. I was going to ask you what you did today, but you already told me what you did today. You sat in a room and did nothing.
Yeah, it was kind of garbage, man. There was no one there who was like supposed to be in charge. So I just had to, because first of all, I wasn't the person who, okay, so you know a lot of the background about this, but I don't know how much our listeners know about it. Mm-hmm. So I guess I should go into a little bit of a background. Yeah, I work with a education services company. Some of the services that we've been offering here are English competency tests for like schools and businesses and teachers and students and everyone who wants to take them for whatever reason. And so we're supposed to give out these tests. We've been giving out these tests at this one school, which is weird because they have like three locations. The school has 3 locations. It has 2 locations here in the city.
That is very strange.
I don't know why they do this, what purpose. But they have 2 locations here in the city, and then they have 1 location over by the Bay Islands, which is, off the northern coast of Honduras. So today was the 3rd time that I visited this school. The 2nd time that I visited this one particular location. And there was, the 2 ladies that had been helping us out with coordinating everything. Neither of them was around. So to begin with, that was odd. Well, whatever, right? Eventually, I spoke to someone. I told them that I came from my company and what I came to do, and that we've been in touch with this person. Apparently, they had left instructions, right, for the 3 teachers who were going to take the test. And so the 3 teachers came around, right? They had their laptops, they had headphones, so that was fine. But apparently, I was also supposed to give instructions to the people over by the Bay Islands. I was somehow supposed to connect to them, even though no one was in charge of that, and I was never given any contact with the person in the Bay Islands location. So it was just a big bag of dog shit the whole time, because I was just stressing out, because my colleague, who was actually the one who set everything up with us providing these tests at this school, she just kept she wasn't there today, and she just kept texting me yo, you're supposed to deal with the people over in the Bay Islands. I'm like, yeah, right. I whatever, but there's no one here to do that, and you never gave me any you never told me who to contact, and the people who are in charge here, the people who have been in charge the last few times that we've been at this school, are not around, and every name that you've given me I've asked for, and no one is here, so I just don't know what to do, right? And so it was just frustrating in that sense, you know what I mean? Because I don't know.
Yeah,
the issue with these tests is that they're all, I don't know, man. I feel I do like that we offer these tests, right? It's cool. Part of my job has been to actually sit with school administration and owners and stakeholders and superintendents and everyone, at some of these schools, and talk to them about the benefits of taking these tests and everything. And that's cool, right? That's always cool, because you're negotiating with the with the people, you know what I mean? With the people, with the money and everything. So that's always it's entertaining, right? It's always a fun conversation to have, trying to get them to see why this product is so good. What the benefits are and whatever.
Yeah.
But the schools that have actually purchased the test from us, and I'm actually not sure if they've purchased them from us or if we're just running
a trial?
Like a trial, yeah. I'm not even sure if they've actually purchased them, or we're just running it like a trial. But the schools that we have given these tests out at are just not properly equipped for these tests, right? Like they don't have, the administration doesn't really care about it being like noise free, like a noise free space, right? I was telling you today, I was at this classroom. They gave us this classroom, but like at the next classroom over, they were watching like a movie with speakers, and then somewhere downstairs there was like music and like an actual fucking live drum set playing full blast somewhere nearby, right? So it was just messy, and that's just the experience that I've had at every school that we've given out these tests, right? Their computers are old as farts. Their internet is ass, to say the least, and there's just not a lot of like effort put into like making sure that the space is appropriate, right? And so this is frustrating in that sense, you know what I mean? And not to say that like these lower profile schools don't deserve this kind of service. It's just I really like logistically, I just don't believe they are the right market for these kinds of services. You know what I mean? Like if the test doesn't work because of their infrastructure, then they're not going to have a good experience. And then, you know, they're just going to go around saying like, yo, this company's tests, they're just not
bad
good.
Service. Yeah.
Exactly. They didn't work for us and whatever, right? They didn't give us the support that we needed or whatever. So I don't know, at least a couple of schools that we've been giving out these tests at, I just feel like they're not properly equipped. So it was frustrating in that sense, but at least I got to like, you know, I kind of gave up halfway through me being there. I'd say I just like sat and like proctored over the 3 teachers who were taking the test, and I was able to browse some memes, which is always a good time, you know.
Yeah, it sucks that they'll pay for it and they don't want to actually get the product.
Yeah, dude. Like,
and then
what the
they'll
hell,
probably
man?
complain about it.
That's the thing. They'll just give us bad reviews and stuff, which is not at all.
Or even worse, they want the refund.
They'll want the refund. Yeah, not ideal, man. Not ideal. That's kind of all I did. I watched the Indiana Pacers beat the Lakers.
I didn't do anything that frustrating today. It sounds awful.
Yeah, it's all right, man. I mean, it's not, but we live with it.
Yeah, I've just been stuck inside. It's so iced over today. I couldn't get the mail. The mailbox is iced shut.
No way, dude. Damn.
So I couldn't like go outside or really do anything. That's okay. I played some of Hack 2.
What the hell is that?
So I wasn't even watching it. I got recommended this video from Angry Video Game Nerd, but it was like one of his side things. Where he plays those games with Mike. I didn't even watch the video, but I got interested
in what they were playing.
The name of the game is called Hack 2.
Yeah.
And it's the Super Mario World hack. And so I download it, and then I go into like the help. I sent you a picture of this. I went to the tutorial menu, and it includes a recipe for spicy buffalo chicken bean dip.
Oh, that's what that's what it was
help
from.
Menu.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's excellent, dude. I love that they included that detail in there. Just in case you need it. You know?
Yeah, no, I'll make it just because that's what a great way to get a bean dip recipe.
You can make it for like fucking Christmas.
I'll wait for the Super Bowl.
Oh, you're right. That's a much more appropriate event to make a spicy buffalo dip for you, right?
Yeah. The game is actually pretty cool. It has a lot of like weird gimmick levels. Like there's a level where you can only jump every time you get a coin. You use coins to jump, so you have like limited jumps per level. It's got like weird gimmicks like that.
I saw the one where you have to like press a button to change the enemy that you have around, and so you have to play around with that. One of them. That's cool, man. I mean, I kind of watched that. I mostly had it playing like over the background while I was doing some other shit, but for the bits that I did watch them play, it seemed interesting. It seemed really cool. It seemed like very puzzly, right? Not only like platforming, but also like a little bit of puzzle solving, which I always like.
Yeah, it's really pretty creative for a Mario ROM hack. I'm not really into the whole like thing, like the Kaizo thing, where it's just like a million spikes and you have to be super pixel perfect. Yeah. I'm just not into that much.
Like the rage type hacks. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But were you able to complete any of the levels successfully?
Yeah, they all have the bonus level names, so I don't remember which level I beat. By name, but I did the one where you have to get the coins, and then I did the one where you switch the enemies around, and that's all I did.
You're able to go into all of them though, right? Like you don't have to like sequentially.
I think you can access them all.
Okay, cool.
Also, there's apparently a bonus exit in all of them, so you have to beat the normal exit and the bonus exit to get to like the final boss level. Right.
I can't believe people take the time to like create ROM hacks, man. Like the most impressive, and it's probably not even like the most impressive ROM hacks out there, but I've seen some ROM hacks for Super Mario like 64. And so people have like literally created like entire new games off of the Super Mario 64 ROM. And I'm just like, who, why, how? You know? Like I respect it and I think it's cool. Creative. And I'd love to like check one of those out like sometime. But it's just incredible.
I know there's a Melee one where You do all the character stages, like the target practice. You do all of them in 3D.
No
In
way,
Mario
dude.
64.
That's
There's like so
sick.
many crazy ROM hacks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. Have you ever considered creating a ROM hack yourself?
I know a little bit about making it, but I don't think I would want to make one.
Seems like a lot of work, like an awful lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
Right. You probably won't make any money out of it or
Yeah, nothing
anything.
like that.
You might as well like create like a new game or whatever you can actually like fucking sell or something. I don't know. I did have something that I wanted to mention, which is completely unrelated that I literally just thought it literally just popped into my head.
No, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to notify everyone that over the weekend on Sunday, I had some nice grilled ball bulls for lunch. I said that the wrong way. I meant bull balls,
I know.
not ball bulls. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was on purpose.
No, it really wasn't. And I thought about it too, and it still came out the wrong way. Yeah, they were nice and tender and juicy, and they're cooked in like garlicky butter.
Yeah, I would definitely try it if I was in a place that served it, but I've never seen that in America.
It's good. I'd recommend it to literally anyone who's ever even like potentially interested in consuming something like that. I would like, hell yeah, go for it. 100%.
Let's get to what we're all here to talk about. Order of Ecclesia.
Oh shit,
Nintendo
dude.
DS.
I've been waiting for this moment for the past 17 years.
I have to admit, I haven't finished it, but it's because it's not that good.
Will you?
Maybe if I'm like really bored. I don't know. I just don't feel compelled.
Yeah.
You're not, and it's not Vania. It's all small sections. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's all individual levels, and sometimes there'll be a branching path, but you never need to revisit an area.
Okay.
At least as far as I've done, and I've done like 8 areas, which is just kind of weird for a Castlevania game. And it has the I don't know what you call it, the souls thing from Soma's game, where you take the enemy's powers.
Yeah.
But you have to hold up on the D-pad to absorb them. So I don't know, it's annoying. You have to just stand there to absorb the souls instead of just getting them.
And it's still like random, right? You don't get it like every time you kill an enemy type.
Yeah.
So why the hell would it even incorporate like a button to like actually absorb them? If like mechanically they still work exactly the same as they used to in previous iterations.
Yeah, and the spells are cool, and there's this system where you can because you don't even have weapons. Like if you're using a sword, you're using a spell that conjures a sword.
Okay, yeah.
So every weapon combination has like a corresponding combo. You hit like L and R or something, and then it combines the two of them. But a lot of the combos are kind of the same or similar, so it's not that exciting as far as I've tested.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just felt really underwhelmed the whole time.
Like, how long did you play? Like, I know you said you've done maybe like 8 sections, but how long do you think that actually took you?
I think like 2 hours.
Okay, not even.
I did over the course of multiple days, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
But I've beaten a fair share of bosses.
Interesting. I wonder how long the game actually is.
I don't know. I have no idea because the story is kind of just going nowhere. There's not much to it.
Because you've beaten Dawn of Sorrow, right? Dawn of Sorrow is like a good 10 hours, yeah?
Yeah, it has a lot more to explore in it.
Yeah, no, but I was just saying, because even Aria of Sorrow is a lot shorter than that. Like I finished, I didn't get I think I've mentioned this before. I didn't get the full ending, or the best ending or whatever. But like I finished one of the endings in like under 7 hours. You look at my timer on my save file, and it's under 7 hours. So like already expanding it to 10 is quite significant.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's longer because there's no focus on like making all the maps connected, so they can just make a ton of them and have like a billion levels.
Like a budget. Right.
I wouldn't know. I'm not that engaged with it. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. It's interesting how some Castlevania games are like that, right? Yeah. Like I've played as we've talked about Super Castlevania 4, and like I don't know, I feel like I'm just dragging through that game. Like nothing about it. Yeah. Not even the music. There are some levels that have hot music, but not all of them. Like I played the original Castlevania, and every level. The music in every level has me fucking going, but and the interesting thing is that I hear so many people talk about the music in Super Castlevania 4, and I'm like, dude, this is it. I don't know what people see in it, and I wish I could, right? Because some people talk about the game so excitedly, and I just can't quite get into that, Even though I do like Castlevania, I do like a lot of the Castlevania games, so I just feel weirdly left out of like the Castlevania 4 hype, Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird sentiment.
I think Castlevania 1 is still my favorite.
It's so good, man. Yeah, it's so
simple,
good.
But not in a bad way.
Exactly. It's simple, but it feels super like it's planned in a certain way, and it feels like very carefully planned.
Yeah, there's not like a lot of dead air where you're just doing nothing.
Where you're just doing bullshit. Yeah. No, I sold my Nintendo Switch to my stupid asshole buddy who would buy the older model. I'm kidding. I told him about everything. I told him that it was the older model and like the battery was, I told him that there was a newer model that had like a little better battery and whatever. He said it was fine. Because my Nintendo Switch, I had only gotten it since I only got it in May, so it was pretty much new, And like I take good care of my shit. He knows I take good care of my shit, so like he trusted me. I sold it to him at a decent price, and I sold it, so that I could purchase the new model because I tend to play on handheld a lot more than I play docked, just because I didn't have to, I didn't need to, and I never actually like considered selling it. But like he told me that he'd been looking for one all around the city, and he wasn't able to find one at a not even decent price, but like at a reasonable price. He said there were some stores who had it for like the equivalent of like $500, which is just ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Exactly. This is insane, right? So like I figured like, all right, I'm gonna be traveling to the States in like literally like a week. So if you're looking for one, I could like sell it to you. He was like, oh, cool. And so we figured it out. Where I'm going with this is that since I don't have my Nintendo Switch anymore, I was thinking maybe I was probably going to play through, actually like fully play through Dawn of Sorrow during this time.
Oh, yeah.
I figure I might as well, right?
For real?
Yeah. Fucking cool game, dude.
I started playing Persona 2.
I know nothing about any of those games, but I know that some of the games have like multiple like spin-offs. Like even like one of the sequels has like multiple spin-offs or something like that. Is that accurate?
Yeah, there's a lot of Persona content. I'm not too familiar with the universe.
How long ago has that shit been around for?
Persona 2 is on PS1.
On PS1, really? Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
it's been like at least like fucking like
Persona 1 is called Revelations Persona, PlayStation 1, 1996.
I was gonna say, yeah, at least like 19 years or something.
I'm slightly older than this game.
Damn, yeah, that's wild, man.
But yeah, I thought I'd just try out one of them because like people did it. Apparently it's super cool and amazing.
Yeah. I've heard that a lot of people are really like invested in them. One of the kids from the high school that I worked at briefly, he would tell me that Persona 4, I think he was playing on his PS Vita, and was one of his favorite games like ever.
I haven't gotten too far in it, but there's like, I don't know, the plot is very strange. The plot is these high schoolers just accidentally like summon a demon or something. Ooh. And then the world it has this weird condition that all rumors become true. So then like crazy folklore like starts attacking people, like all these weird Japanese
like legends and whatever. Yeah. That's interesting, man. That's an interesting premise.
But the cool thing is that you can spread your own rumors to like alter the world.
Okay.
So it's kind of like
you can. So you're gonna create your own beast to like combat all the other.
Yeah, you can get an advantage by abusing the system. It's not just like a device for there to be things for you to fight, which is kind of nice. But I haven't gotten too far in it. It seems cool so far.
That seems sick. So you're playing Persona 2. What console did that come out on?
I assume PS1. I'm playing the PSP re-release.
Oh, okay. So you're not like emulating it. Okay. I see. Damn it, dude. You and Cam with your PSPs, man, really making me want to acquire one.
I got it for like super cheap, just because like it's the Model 1, so it's super old.
And whatever.
But it still runs everything fine.
Yeah. Did you acquire it recently, or was it you have it lying around?
This is when I moved out of Worcester, so semi recently.
Yeah. No, I want one. And to be honest, I wouldn't even care what model I got. The only reason why I am inclined towards the PSP Go is because one, it's kind of like the coolest model, I think, but also because memory is already internal, which could be like kind of a problem. But on the other hand, if you get any of the previous models, you have to deal with the fucking bullshit in-house Sony memory sticks or whatever the fuck they were called.
Yeah. Fortunately, mine came with one. That's actually kind of funny that you bring that up. So I had two problems when I bought it. One, these batteries at least in the Model 1s, they're like these old lithium batteries that expand over the years.
Right.
So when I get it, it's like the back won't even stay on because this battery is just so like corroded and bloated.
Yeah, it's like bloated. Yeah. There's gonna be a follow-up question, by the way, that
Okay.
If you had to purchase a new battery for it or whatever. I was gonna ask you.
Yeah,
that.
I did. Fortunately,
did,
there's like
okay.
some like Amazon Chinese shop that like makes specific single PSP batteries.
Yeah, not.
And then I didn't know that the PSP had these weird in-house memory sticks, so I put it into the
shit
USB drive in my computer.
Oh
to my
no,
USB
dude.
drive, and it's just
You fucking jammed
ledged in there, dude.
Eternally.
Yeah, it was just in there for like a solid 3 days, and I had to get really tiny tweezers and pull it out.
Oh, you were able to put it out. Okay,
I was, thankfully.
Yeah.
I would have been down a USB slot and down a memory stick if I didn't get it.
I'm looking at Amazon, and apparently they have, not apparently, they have a 16 gig like micro SD card that comes with a memory stick pro like adapter. That goes for like $6, which is not awful. And 16 gig should be decent, right? Like I don't know. I don't think I'll be playing a lot of actual PSP games. I think if I were to get one, I would get it mostly for like emulation.
Yeah.
And so 16 gigs should be more than enough for emulation.
It's really crazy that you can run Mario 64 on it, honestly.
What the fuck, dude? Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. It seems like that would like explode the universe playing Mario 64 on a PSP, you know?
But not much stuff runs besides Mario 64 because that's like the game people care about on the N64. Right. But I think you can kind of play Zelda and Paper Mario and whatever, but that's about
it. I remember when I used to own a PSP. I didn't have it for a long time. I found that I didn't really enjoy a lot the games that I had. And I got it hoping to be able to get the Metal Gear game, which at the time was Portable Ops, which, you know, I was a lot younger, and I never realized that Portable Ops wasn't even like fucking canon. So like whatever. But I never found it.
Talking about the real Metal Gear game.
No, exactly. Because I think by the time the Peace Walker is called.
Yes.
I think by the time Peace Walker came out, I had already gotten rid of my PSP again to get a. I don't even know what I got rid of it for. But yeah, I got rid of it, and I just never thought about buying one again.
Last time we were talking to Cam about. We were talking about something, but I mentioned Super Mecha Bot Golf or whatever on SNES that I had.
Oh, I don't remember any of this, but sure.
Because I could never figure it out. The other day I was like, hey, maybe this game is actually very simple, and I was just being stupid. Let me try it on PSP, emulate it, and see if I can figure it out. And it is like, the menus suck, but I did figure it out, and I got into a game. But it turns out, of the like 4 games that don't work with the SNES emulator on PSP, of course, one of them is this obscure robot golfing game.
No way.
So it's playable, but it just like looks horrible.
It looks horrible. Yeah.
The ground keeps disappearing into the void, and
unlucky, dude.
Game sucks anyways. I just wanted to,
It's not like you would have put a lot of time into it anyway.
No. Yeah, I also gave Contra Hardcore a try, and I really don't enjoy it.
Is it just because you're not used to it, or because you feel like you actually don't like it?
Maybe. The control just feels off to me, and maybe it's because I'd have to adjust, but it doesn't feel right. Like, I don't know. I've never played in a different Contra game and been like unable to do an action and like confused why it wasn't working. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, it's weird. You know, like every other Contra game that I've picked up the first Contra every now and then, and it never feels like, all right, this feels weird. I don't want to play this anymore. Even with the game, with not the Game Boy, the DS one. Like the DS one is fucking cool. But I did try because I did own briefly before I sold my Switch. I did get the Contra collection, and I did try playing Contra Hardcore on it, and it really did just feel off, man. Like not even like Blazing Chrome never felt weird to me at all, you know. And that's not even like a fucking actual Contra game. It's like a whole different thing.
It's like a fan game, yeah.
Yeah, but
like they had captured the essence of what a Contra game feels like.
Right. So even then it felt right. Like from the beginning, I felt like, oh yes, like I felt like I was going back to that. But playing Hardcore, I don't know, it just never sat very well with me for some reason.
I'm going to note that I wanted to talk about Stadia because you mentioned it earlier today.
Yeah.
On my little notes here, I wrote Vita, like PS Vita.
Oh, good.
And this whole time I've been like looking at Vita, and I knew it wasn't PS Vita, and it's like, what was I trying to remind myself of by writing down Vita?
So did you actually write down Stadia?
Yeah, it's Stadia, and I just messed it
up. Oh, okay. Okay. No, Yeah, it's just funny because for a second I completely forgot that Stadia was a thing, and I brought it up because like the days before the initial release or whatever the fuck, um, there was some hype around it, right? Like a lot of the people that I watch on YouTube, like a lot of them were covering it and stuff. They were covering release and whatever was going to be available upon release and the controller and everything. But then it was released, and then they talked about it for like 2 days after it was released, and then no one's mentioned it again. So for a second, I forgot that it was ever a thing.
Yeah, I forgot about it till you said it just today. From what I understand, it just has a good amount of input lag if you don't have really good internet, and
it
has one exclusive and like 12 games. So
they're mostly games that people would already own, right?
Yeah,
like those are games that have come out like a while ago that people probably already own. From what I've gathered, it is like it does feel like unfinished according to the reviews that I've seen or whatever. It does feel like it's not quite optimized yet, which is probably why there's like input lag and whatever.
Yeah, and I know it's early access, but they're trying to charge a subscription fee for
on top of
it's an early access. That's not early access content. You don't pay monthly for alpha.
Yeah, so you have your subscription fee on top of having to actually purchase the fucking games to access them.
Exactly.
I mean, I get it, right? Like for people who can't quite like afford to like dish out however much money a new console costs, right? Like on release and whatever. Like I understand that that's like a viable option that they can play games with like pretty much the same like high definition graphics from like any computer or phone. Like I get it, but like I don't know, man. And you're right. Maybe this is just me being fucking privileged that I've always been able to own games physically and whatever, and always have like eventually owning the current generation console before it gets too old or whatever. But I don't know. Not a big fan of the possibility of games going full digital. You know, that kind of actually scares me a little bit.
But also, the people who would want that, if they don't have a console who want the service, probably aren't people with really good like fiber optic internet. If you aren't buying a PS4, you probably aren't getting really fast internet.
You're right. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know.
It just seems like a pretty big failure currently. I'm sure something else, like a rival, will come out and overtake them, kind of like like Skype and Discord, whatever.
Isn't like Microsoft actually working on something along those lines? I believe.
Yeah, I think so. But they also sell Xboxes, so who knows?
Right. Can we talk about the fact that the new Xbox is going to be called Xbox?
I know. What the hell?
Why do you think that is, Matthew? Give me your insights on this issue.
I think people just have sometimes lost all creativity when they name their products.
Yeah, right.
It just happens with movies too, right? Like they when a franchise gets too many iterations. This happened with Call of Duty. Even when it gets too many iterations, they just drop all the numbers and they're like,
right.
Oh, it's a reboot. But it's just
they slap like a subtitle onto them.
Yeah. I think the new Call of Duty is literally just called Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which is the same as Call of Duty Modern Warfare,
which is actually Call of Duty 4, right? Is that right? Yeah.
This one's like 13. I don't know.
Yeah. Do people even actually still fucking play Call of Duty, man?
It has a somewhat active community. My friend
it's
plays
nowhere as hot as it used to be.
Yeah, people are pretty down on it.
Right.
I went over to my friend's house and he was so mad after playing the game. He was just legitimately enraged from how like frustrating the game has been for him.
In terms of like how he's performing, or in terms of like the game quality?
Just in fun, I guess. Like a lot of the maps are very
kind of bullshit,
unfun to play on.
Yeah.
And so it just feels like you're kind of screwed if you don't get one of the good ones.
I never got into Call of Duty, man. Like even when it was hot during the PS3, Xbox 360 era. I did buy, I believe, I think I bought the first Modern Warfare. I don't remember which one. I did purchase one once back when I had a fucking 360. I bought it, and then like a couple of weeks, like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks after I bought it, the 360 that I had was actually the second 360 that I'd had, and it fucking died again. Right.
Oh, and yeah, so, like, that was like the era when all 360s would red ring.
Like, I know, constantly. Dude. Fucking hell. And so I played that game, I don't even know, maybe for like a total of like fucking 2 hours tops. And then my Xbox broke down, and then I just got rid of my Xbox, got rid of Call of Duty, got a PlayStation 3, and I never dabbled in fucking Call of Duty anymore.
Right.
Fucking 360, man.
PS3 used to have free internet.
Right, it used to have free internet. You're right.
Service.
You're right. I used to play a lot of the soccer games on it. And no, the fucking 360, man. I owned two, right? Like I bought one back in like 2010, I believe. I don't really remember, but I think it was 2010, 2007. I don't fucking 2008. I don't know. To be honest, I don't remember. I was somewhere along those lines, somewhere along that time, around that time. And so I purchased the first. I was in 7th grade, so it must have been around 2008. And I purchased one, and then like within the month, it was burnt. It was dead, right? Red circle, whatever. Within the month, dude. And you know, I was disappointed. And it's not even like I played it a lot. You know what I mean? It's not even like I like spent hours upon hours upon hours in one go, in one sitting, just playing. You know what I mean? No, not at all. And it just fucking died. And then I did the whole thing. I sent it over to Microsoft. They fucking fixed it. Whatever. It was still under warranty, so it was fine. It took a long time because I was here in Honduras, you know, so like getting it to the States and all of that was a big fucking hassle. I didn't get it back until like 3 or 4 months after I originally sent it, not because Microsoft took that long, but because shipping it and stuff, you know what I mean? We had to wait for like a relative or whatever to come deliver it and whatever. So that took a long time. And then I got my Xbox back, and 10 months later, no joke, 10 months later, it died again. So like I was never able to own a 360 for even a year.
Yeah, I did have one back in the day, and I think I must have sent mine in 3 or 4 times. And it was always, really? I don't know how much of the unit is original at this point, but it's allegedly the same one I've been getting back from Microsoft. Right. But obviously, whatever they're doing is not a good fix. Like,
I know, dude. So ever since then, I vowed to never own a Microsoft, an Xbox product again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because my PlayStation is almost on like like a decade now, and it's solid, man, fucking solid. The controllers are a whole other thing, but the console itself is solid, man.
Right.
Bottom line, fuck Microsoft, fuck Xbox, fuck you too, Matthew.
Yeah, YouTube's a pretty horrible company, but I don't know how much more bad they are than any company. They're just more in the spotlight.
Yeah. And they just caused me a lot more direct inconveniences than a lot of the other companies out there. So fuck them, you know.
On that note, dude, Alan Quartermain won in King Solomon's Mines. Very good movie, very fun.
No way, dude. Is it like is it like corny good, or is it like good?
Yeah, it's like corny good. It's like an old action movie kind of fun. But maybe I'm like, my bar was like lowered because we watched the second one first, because that was just what popped up when you type it in. But the second one is just this horrible, boring slog where they probably spend about an hour on this like long journey looking for the treasure or whatever, the city of gold. So they're going through traps and stuff, but it's like this whole long journey. And then they get there, and then they like have the whole villain setup thing and everything. He's like a priest there, but it's the last 30 minutes. Okay. So everything is like super rushed, and it's just horrible. Shit. It's no fun at all. But the first one, there's like no plot or logic. He's just always doing something crazy.
Right. Always escaping from like peril or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like so over the top that it's kind of like endearing in a way. You know what I mean?
Is that Sean Connery, the first one?
No.
Do you remember? No. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I did see that he was in one of them. I don't remember which one.
Yeah, I think he's in the third one.
Shit, dude. To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen the original Indiana Jones. The only Indiana Jones that I've seen is that shitty one with fucking Shia LaBeouf.
With Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely. You should watch the first one. It's a lot better.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I haven't seen it. It looks cool, and Harrison Ford is cool. I got curious about watching The Goonies because I was watching some videos.
Oh, you never saw The Goonies?
I've never seen The Goonies, and it looks like a movie that would be right up my alley. You know, like those kind of 80s like adventure type movies. I love that shit. Like I love Gremlins, and I love Ghostbusters and all those movies.
Gremlins.
Yeah, Gremlins is a fun fucking movie, man. I haven't seen it in years, but like I used to see it, and it was a lot of fun.
So did you watch Goonies?
I know, because I just thought about it today. I don't know what the video it was that I was watching, but they talked about it and they showed some footage on it, and I was like, yeah, this looks like a movie that I should watch. Yeah, and I'm gonna.
You might like it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look I'm actually gonna check if it's on the flicks right now.
Probably not.
Probably not. You're right. I may have to pirate it. Yeah.
It's not piracy. If someone else uploads it on their site and you watch it, you had no idea that they didn't have permission to put it there.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I type Goon and Daddy Daycare comes up.
Okay, so it's like movies like Goonies, right?
How is Daddy Daycare like Goonies?
Yeah, actually, you're right. I just thought of that.
I mean, it's not, but that's kind of what it is, right? There's a reason why you type Goonies and then it comes up. Because I guess to Netflix and to the fucking algorithm, it is somewhat related.
Yeah.
But dude, come on.
Remember when Ice Cube was in those stupid movies with the kids?
I hated those movies, dude. And I was like in the 5th grade when they came out, and I fucking hated them then. And I was the target audience for that movie.
Yeah.
You know? And even then I realized, wow, these kids are fucking annoying, and wow, these things would never happen, and wow, no human being would deal with all this bullshit the way that these characters are dealing with it. I don't know, dude. Fucking
even as a kid, like not really understanding who he is, or like, I still didn't want to watch it as a kid, so I never saw it.
You never saw it, okay. Did you see Daddy Daycare though?
Yes, I did.
I don't think Daddy Daycare is that bad, dude. I mean, it's pretty bad, but like it has some personality.
Good.
It's not good, but I feel like it has enough personality to it that I wouldn't mind like watching it. You know, it's not something that I'd be like outright like, no, fuck that movie. I don't ever want to sit through that again. Like, I don't know. There are some jokes that do land with me that I don't know. Even just
I barely remember it, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't watched it in years, but like, I never remember minding it too much. There's that dude Zach, whatever his name is, that I find funny in a weird way. I just find him entertaining because of how lame he is. It's just like him being in the movie makes it inherently somewhat more interesting to me. Hey, Indiana Jones is on the flicks.
You ever see The Room, Daniel?
Dude, how many fucking times do I have to tell you that I've never seen that movie?
You should watch it. Kidding. It's pretty good.
I know, dude. I feel like I feel like at this point I couldn't watch it like without you. You know what I mean? I feel like I would have to watch it.
I would watch it with you.
Okay.
But if you do end up watching it, the I don't even know what you call it, the parody like documentary, James Franco is actually very good.
I've never seen the movie, you know, I've never seen The Room from like beginning to end, but I've seen so many of the scenes and like,
of course,
whatever, that like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like all the perhaps the most iconic scenes I've already seen event like in some form or another. You know?
I don't know, dude, because like the soul of The Room is just like the awkward, inhuman dialogue that every scene is brimming with.
Yeah.
God, I can't even describe it, dude. Like, who wrote this? Like, how does he think?
Yeah.
How does he think this is how humans interact with each other?
Right. I'm still scrolling through like the related movies to the Goonies to see what other bullshit I find. And I found Dumb and Dumber, which is a garbage ass movie, which is somehow somewhat salvaged from that iconic Bob Savage scene. I don't know. Have you seen this shit?
No, I didn't watch Dumb and Dumber.
It is awful, dude. It is quite bad. But there is one Bob Saget scene where, all right, so Harry, which is one of the two dudes, the main dudes, he like is at this girl's house, and then he has like a chocolate bar on his back pocket, and then like I don't remember how it goes. I think he like makes out with this girl, and like he's sitting on the radiator while they're making out or whatever, and then he feels like the heat, right? So he's like, oh, what's going on, whatever. So he goes he like excuses himself, goes into the bathroom, and like he puts his hand and like in his back pocket, and like looks at it, and it's all this like melted chocolate. So he just doesn't know what's going on, right? I don't remember exactly how it goes. I don't remember if he like consciously thought he like had shit himself, or he just actually remembered it was just a chocolate bar. But he like smears the entire room in like the melted chocolate bar, and then he just like leaves, like he just like jumps out the window or whatever. But then you have Bob Saget, dude. Bob Saget is like the dad of this girl, and then he walks into the bathroom, and you see the bathroom like covered in like, I guess, shit, if you will. It's chocolate.
Yeah.
But Bob Saget doesn't know any better. And he just looks at it, and he makes like the most terrified fucking face. And he just like he just goes crazy, like, oh my god, bathroom is covered in shit. There's shit everywhere. There's shit in the mirror and whatever. And that's pretty good. And like that shit goes for like I don't know, 45 seconds, maybe even less, maybe like 20 seconds. And that's by far the only redeeming quality of that movie. It is quite bad.
You know what I don't think is on Netflix is Kill Bill, because I wanted to watch it a while ago and it was super inconvenient to find.
Yeah, I've been recommended it.
I love Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Yeah, I've had people recommend it to me, but I've never actually seen it. I've never seen any Tarantino beyond Bastard.
Oh, really?
Which
That's
I
right.
fucking love. I love Bastard. That's a good fucking film.
You gotta at least watch Pulp Fiction because it's so like iconic.
Yeah, no, you're right. I should, and I'm sure I've downloaded it onto my computer at some point, but I just never actually like put myself through watching it.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino's kind of I don't know, he's kind of a weird creep, but I like all his movies pretty much.
No, Bastards is one of, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite movies because I don't watch it often, but like it's one of, perhaps, if you will, one of the, like the most memorable movies that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really great.
It's so quotable. It's weirdly funny and like in like the perfect way, you know, like
they all have that like weird murder humor.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I don't know. Kill Bill has a very long, I won't say very long. Kill Bill has extended scenes of dialogue with Japanese characters without subtitles.
Okay.
And I mean, that's an artistic choice you can make.
Right.
But I personally would have liked to know what they're, and like you can kind of get what they're saying. Obviously, they're real actors, but
right.
It is weird that this has gone for this long without it. I don't know.
That's like having the Bastards movie without all the subtitles for all the German.
Yeah.
I had another topic of conversation. That doesn't tie into anything, but it just kind of popped into my head, and it may make me sound like an idiot, but I don't know. It just popped into my head, right? And I figured I might as well bring it up. When do you think the last time like a proper musical instrument was like created and like generally accepted as like a proper musical? And I don't mean like one of those improvised instruments like using sticks and like a fucking something to like bang the sticks on. Like I mean like a proper instrument with like proper, you know, notation and everything.
Right. Probably like when all the brass was being invented, like the sousaphone and stuff, is what I would say.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a tuba. Well, here's the thing. Does it?
I love how specific you went.
Because you learn in American high school, you learn about Sousa. It was like Edward Sousa or Robert Sousa or something.
Oh, really?
Sousa. Yeah.
You think they're related to Eddie Balls?
No, I don't think so. I don't think people with the same first name are usually related if their last names are different.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you think like a synth is a piano, but it's kind of its own instrument, right? So
yeah, you're right.
A synth as its own, something like that, right?
Do you think there's a person out there like trying to like invent a new musical instrument?
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. He's gonna make the wave of the future.
I had someone visit, you know, the other day. I had someone ring the doorbell at my house, and so, you know, it was like early in the fucking morning. It was like, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning, and I was like asleep, and so I had to wake up. And I was like, who the fuck is it, right? And so I went out and opened the door, and guess who it was?
Who?
It was the Hot Takeler, dog.
Hot Takeler. Oh my god, that was good.
Yeah, you have one.
So here's my take. It's kind of base. It's not that academic, but I think the starter pack meme is incredibly unfunny and never was funny even before everyone was making it, and it was super overused. I think it's such a boring way to convey a meme, and it never actually is like accurate to what they're saying. It's just over general nonsense that people are like, haha, I get it, how relatable. But it's not like actually funny, you know what I mean? It's just like pointing out a thing that exists.
Yeah, it's not clever in any way. Yeah,
it's like that Bo Burnham skit where he's like, hey guys, have you noticed how inefficient public hand dryers are? What's the deal with that? You know, it's just like it's not really a joke.
Yeah. I guess following that train of thought, I just want to preface this by saying that I've never been very much into Star Wars. I don't know a lot about it. I've seen the original. I've seen the original, not the original, but like I guess the first 3 movies, whatever the fuck, the prequels. The prequels is what you would call them. I don't remember any of them. I don't remember anything that happens beyond, you know, certain couple of things. And I saw The Force Awakens a few years ago. I saw it only the one time. I thought it was fine. Whatever. right? Baby Yoda, like I understand that he's cute, and I understand that people like Star Wars, so they will, inevitably go crazy over Baby Yoda, which is fine, right? I'm not shitting on Baby Yoda or the concept of Baby Yoda itself. However, I am tired of seeing so many fucking memes with Baby Yoda on them. I feel like a lot of like meme people are just slapping a picture of Baby Yoda as a reaction to literally fucking anything. Right, like the meme that I sent you today was just like, I can't believe I have to go to work today after I was just there yesterday, and it was just like a random picture of Baby Yoda making.
I know, like the picture didn't even match.
Yeah, right. Like he's not even making like a specific kind of gesture, like a face gesture or anything. It was just like the face of Baby Yoda, and he was just like standing with his robe. And those are every Baby Yoda meme is the same shit. You know what I mean? It's all just like a random caption that like people are supposed to relate to, and then just like a fucking picture of Baby Yoda slapped onto them. And I'm like, this is not clever at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess that would be my hot take. That was actually a hot take that I forgot that good. I thought about. Yeah.
Also, to my understanding,
it's not actually
Yoda,
Baby, right? He's like fucking 50 years old. Oh, okay,
it's a Yoda.
Yeah, it's like
because Yoda's race is never officially named to make it more mysterious, I guess. So you have to call them Yodas.
You have to call them Yodas, yeah. I understand that he's not actually like a baby either. He's actually like 50 years old or whatever. He's just not as old as I guess Yoda was. So he just doesn't look as wrinkly and fucked up.
I haven't seen The Mandalorian, but like mathematically, Yoda's like 1,000, so Baby would still be pretty old.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Anything Christmassy to say, considering this is our fucking Christmas special?
What a good Christmas special.
Unrelated entirely to a fucking arbitrary fucking holiday.
Dude, what's the deal with Pokemon Sword and Shield? It's just another DS game, but it's on a bigger screen. This is not the next gen Leaf.
And it's a lot more expensive.
I mean, people will be getting that for Christmas.
Oh, you're right. That is fair. That is one way to tie things up.
So it ties in.
I know for sure I won't be getting that shit for Christmas.
Oh, a little, I guess a side note. I had that match with Alex Ha where I challenged him. I never played League of Legends, and I challenged him to a League of Legends match.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah. How'd that go?
And so he did try to cheat. He tried to,
I'm not surprised.
To see my character ahead of time. Yeah. So we played a few games, and he did kill me, but impartial judge did rule that it was a tie in the end because of his actions.
Okay.
Nicholas Kirshner was the impartial judge, of course.
Naturally.
So we will have to redo it at some point. Just a little update on that.
Was this recorded, and will it be broadcast for a general audience to witness the events of the game?
I think I'm just gonna save the replay and put it on YouTube because it's a lot easier.
Yeah, dude, it needs to be available. I need to see what happened in this game.
Yeah, we have the replays because League like saves them somehow.
Oh, okay, cool. I guess Matthew, what did we learn today, man?
Well, we learned a little bit about why Order of Ecclesia isn't any good.
Yeah.
We learned that you shouldn't you should check what song you're listening to. Don't make any reaching claims about the new Huey and the News album if you're not actually listening to it. True. I deeply apologize for anyone misinformed, thinking that album is anything above average at best, because that's all it is and ever will be.
Yeah. Be sure everyone to tune in next episode, next week, when we'll be talking about Oreo McNuggets.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. That's in the schedule right here. All right.
So you sure as hell don't want to miss out on that conversation.
Yeah, something to look forward to. It's been a hell of a time.
Yeah, dude, I'm glad. It was a good time recording, and I'm excited to listen to this when it goes live. Thank you, Cameron, for listening.
Yeah, good to see you, Cam.
I hope you have a good week, dog.
Oh, good Christmas, dude. Merry Christmas.
All right. See you later, dog.
Yeah, I'll see you.
It's the right time to rock the night away. Rock the night away, jingle bell time. It's a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. I don't know the rhythm. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and jingle in the jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell Rock.